This is Labubu, one of the most successful designer toys in the world, recognizable by its soft pastel fur and surprisingly jagged teeth. But as the toy's popularity has grown, so have the reports of something far darker. In collector circles, the conversation is shifting from resale value to stories of unexplained illness and sudden ruinous luck. Many have started pointing out the physical parallels. The oversized ears and predatory grin match historical depictions of the ancient demon Pazuzu. This has fueled a specific internet theory that these plastic figures are being used as vessels for an old evil. To see how a toy becomes a supernatural threat, we need to look at how these attachments actually progress. By examining one specific case, we can map out the distinct shifts that occur when something anomalous enters a home. The case involves Melon, a young woman who moved from a small village to the massive city of Shanghai. She lived a quiet, hard-working life, supported only by her dog, Bao. While working at a toy shop, Melon reserved a rare golden Labubu. It was a limited edition with a smile that felt more captivating and more intense than the standard models. The first sign of trouble came from Bao. A dog who usually played with every toy Melon brought home suddenly refused to enter the same room as the golden doll, growling at the air around it. When a pet's sign of safety in the home has evaporated, an invisible presence has claimed the space. Often, these attachments don't start with physical violence. They begin by eroding the victim's sense of self, isolating them from their support systems. The day after she brought the doll home, Melon, who was known for her sweet nature, inexplicably exploded in rage at a customer. She was fired on the spot, left stunned by her own uncharacteristic behavior. That night, the mental strain crossed into her sleep. Melon dreamt of a rotting, red-skinned creature with long claws attempting to choke her. She woke up gasping for air, only to find the golden Labubu sitting directly on her chest, staring down at her. By morning, the symptoms became physical. Melon was plagued by a crushing headache and a series of red, bite-like rashes that covered her face and arms. The entity was no longer just localized in the toy. It had moved into Melon's physical space, affecting both her body and her mind. Melon attempted to take control. Her dog Bao attacked the doll and tore it to pieces. Melon disposed of the plastic scraps in the trash, believing the threat was gone. But physical destruction did not stop it. Later that day, Melon saw the rotting creature in the mirror, and when she turned around, the Labubu doll was back on its shelf, completely intact, its grin now unnaturally wide. When she went to find Bao, she discovered him under the kitchen sink. He had been violently mauled, his body left in a pool of blood. The entity had eliminated the only natural defense in the house. Melon was now entirely alone with the object. In a final act of desperation, Melon burned the doll, sealed the ashes in a glass jar, and threw it into a deep river. She called her sister that night, finally feeling a sense of peace, convinced that the fire and the water had broken the connection. The next morning, Melon was found dead. Sitting on the floor next to her was the pristine golden Labubu doll, as if it had never been touched by fire. The cycle of an attachment like this doesn't end with the destruction of the object. It only resets once it has fully consumed the host. After Melon's death, a coworker took the doll, unaware of its history. The cycle began again. This pattern is repeating globally. As these dolls spread, so do reports of sudden job losses, illnesses, and religious interventions to clear the energy. We are currently shipping millions of these figures into homes across every continent. It raises the question of what happens when a global trend becomes an unintentional highway for something ancient. If you are fascinated by urban legends and the dark side of modern folklore, join us at India's biggest horror festival. HorrorCon is coming to Delhi on October 25th and 26th. Grab your tickets and come explore the genre with us.